name's Drea. I'm in the Venomous Pinks. Right now we're coming to you from my office. We're going to answer some questions here for SBÄM, and hopefully you can check us out on the internet, venomouspinks.com, and on Instagram at the Venomous Pinks. So the first question here is, who inspired you to play your instrument? And for me, it was a lot of different musicians. I remember seeing the Donnas when I was in high school. Completely just changed my life, and that really molded me into picking up guitar, taking it serious, and starting my own bands in high school. And from there I just kind of avalanched into other different types of punk rock. And I had a younger brother, and he would show me different bands like the Misfits. I remember he handed me the Adolescence Bull album, and he said, "Here, you might like this." I popped it in the car, and because back then we had CD players, and I was completely hooked from beginning to end, and I knew it was something I wanted to be a part of. I didn't exactly know what that meant for me, but that really resonated with me, and it just kind of has really shaped my life since then. Another musician that influenced me to pick up guitar and start singing was Joan Jett, and she can be accredited to the riot girl scene. They were doing it when no one else was doing it, and they've gone through a lot of hard times and hardships, and just getting told no a lot in her career, and just seeing the perseverance she had to keep going and to keep doing it is still such an influence to me, and how we write music as a band. And so Joan Jett, the Donnas, and just a lot of local music too from home in Phoenix, Arizona, is what really influenced me to keep going and to keep playing. I think the next question was about listing your top 5 albums. With the classic, we've got the Germs GI, which is something I discovered early on, and just going down that rabbit hole of LA punk bands, and getting into that and finding bands like X and Black Flag and Fear. But yeah, the Germs GI, which Joan Jett produced. But I think, the punk rock rumor is she slept mostly on the couch. But who knows? I think if I ever do meet her, I would like her to sign it, and that's just kind of like a bucket list item I have, is for her to sign the first pressing of Germs GI that I have hanging on my wall here in the office. Number 2, since I brought her up a few times, we'll go Joan Jett, Bad Reputation. It's just a really good album. A lot of people like I Love Rock and Roll, but which is great. But Bad Reputation is just pivotal into how I write music, and just that's kind of always been the Venomous Pinks' anthem. Is we don't care about our reputation. We just kind of just go up there and do our thing. And so that's an important album to me. Number 3, I'm gonna have to give it up to Bad Cop, The Ride. And I know this album is pretty pivotal in their career as to how they are as a musician and how much they've evolved, and you can really tell in their songwriting and in the production of the album. But what really stands out for me is that our band got to be a part of the gang vocal process for that album. And we're thanked in the liner notes, and that's just something that is really humbling when you're just a small band from Phoenix, Arizona. They've got, all of them are just such amazing writers, and they have become a huge influence on this band, and we try, to write as well as they can. But they've definitely set the bar high, and it's a great album. Just from Lynn's writing to Stacy singing to the drums, and the, Jenny's songwriting as well. I can't think of one bad thing about it. So, that's my number 3. Number 4, I'm gonna have to pick the Donna's Skin Tight, which was something I really listened to in high school, and it just molded me as a musician. When they were, still sounded like a lot of punk rock influence in there, and it really helped shape my guitar playing too. I wanted that sound. I wanted that Marshall Gibson in-your-face sound, rock and roll, just straight up punk. And Skin Tight is just one of those albums for me. And the Donnas, if any of you seen this, please come back, we miss you. And then the last album, top 5 for me is Green Day Dookie. Again, that was the first CD I owned when I was 8 years old. And if you go back and listen to it now, it really does stand up to the test of time. And Billy Joel, they're just so really good songwriters. And I guess you could say that was my first introduction to punk rock, being 8 years old and watching the videos on MTV. But it's a great record and definitely influenced me as a kid. And they write in D sharp, which is really cool. So yeah, I would say Dookie is one of those albums for me.